We're back for the main event of my 10th race of EA Sports Supercross 2000, where I'm playing in Indianapolis as Mike LaRocco, and I just in the old RCA Dome, now it's being replaced by Lucas Oil Stadium, and I just won my heat race by 6 seconds, almost 6 seconds over John Dowd, and the three guys that are joining me are John Dowd, Pichon, and Doug Henry. Everyone else, well, 5th through 8th has to go to the last chance. That's Greg Albertyn, Windham, Emig, and Ward, who are off to the LCQ. While Sebastian Tortelli and Ferry will have to watch from the sidelines. We already know who 4 of the 10 runners are. Let's find out who the other 6 are. I know Albertyn made it out. So look, I'm going to say that Greg Albertyn and John Sebastian Ward made it out of the LCQ. Or maybe it was Deegan. Yeah, I think it was Deegan. So Albertyn and Deegan made it out, while Huffman, Raynard, Waugh, and Lamson made it out of Heat 2. So let's go.
The race is about to begin. Here we go. And the gate is dropped. We are underway with the main event. Mike LaRocco gets the bonus for winning the whole shot.
I timed the gate perfectly. Look at the lead I have already. If I can get it right, I can triple through that section. Trying to pull away from Albertyn now.
11 laps to go. LaRocco leading the pack.
You can tell he's been working hard during the offseason.
The main event is for 12 laps. I forgot to mention that.
Just passing Albertyn.
In the heat race.
Robbie Raynard dropping back into 3rd place.
Whoa.
Greg Albertyn went down. There's a problem for Deegan.
I think Deegan was running in the top 5.
Waugh makes a beautiful move on Steve Lamson, moving into 5th place.
John Sebastian Waugh moves to 5th.
Robbie Raynard are fighting it out.
Of course, John
Lamson makes the pass on John Sebastian Waugh, moving into 5th place.
Of course, in my first race, I played as John Sebastian Waugh and came through with a 3rd place. It's Seattle.
Down drops into 4th place. The leader, LaRocco, logs another lap.
He looks tight right now.
Explain the whoop section to some of our first-timers.
The whoops, or whoop-de-doos, are a lot like moguls and skis. They're straight across the track like a washboard rather than little mounds randomly placed.
Right there, you see that line? Tripled. And 3-3 through that section.
David, what exactly is the rhythm section?
Well, Art, these sections vary all the time, but they're always a series of jumps, double jumps, and plateaus, staggered to give the riders a couple of different strategies to get over.
Looks like
our leader, LaRocco, around again, still looking relaxed and smooth. Albertyn grabs some big air, and there's 7 pretzels on that flight.
Of course, I mentioned in my qualifying heat, Mike LaRocco won the Unadilla National in 1999 with a 1-2. He had to run down Kevin Windham to take the first moto win.
See the stunts on the last lap.
Yeah, but sometimes if the rider has a huge lead, they'll start doing the stylers and the big jumps just to get the crowd into it. sometimes they'll do it just to relax. That's the way they ride during the week if the pressure is on.
As I was saying, LaRocco had to take Windham for the lead. And
oh, they're loving it. John Sebastian Waugh gives his fans quite a show.
John Sebastian Waugh gave his fans a stunt.
LaRocco still out front.
He looks relaxed and very confident of taking in another target.
Of course, Mike LaRocco lost out on the 1992 125cc Outdoor National Championship when he broke a shift lever at Budds Creek. And that
risky sometimes.
They are. The team managers get a little nervous if it gets out of hand.
And the title that year went to Jeff Emig. And after that, LaRocco moved up to 50 class. He has not won a national title.
Falls behind now. Henry gets by easily.
Since he won the 500 championship.
Henry is making his move.
I believe that was 1993.
Albie showing off a bit. Whoa, Waugh makes a gutsy pass on Henry.
I believe that's for fourth.
Henry is moving up through the field. Our leader, LaRocco, completes another lap.
Art, he looks fast.
I'm coming up to lap Damon Huffman. And in the original,
Sebastian Waugh drops into 5th place.
JSR drops to 5th. They're in a battle. He's in a battle with Henry. Of course, in the original race, Damon Huffman wound up with the early lead.
Different attitudes about indoor and outdoor venues, don't they?
Supercross is a tight sprint race. It also favors the riders who aren't afraid to jump in. Some guys just need more time and room.
Well, that was an interesting line. I went 1-3-2. Right there, I went 1-3-1-1. Unfortunately, since Deegan was in the way.
Oh, the crew of tractors aren't big fans of the stunts.
It's all fine until someone crashes, or almost crashes.
6 laps to go. LaRocco leading the pack.
And then Huffman had the early lead.
Albertyn blasts by Rainey, moving up into 2nd place.
Before Lust took command of the race, McGrath had a
Dowd rockets past Waugh.
Dowd gets by Waugh. Jeremy McGrath had to come back from a first lap crash, first turn crash,
Albertyn moving into 2nd place
to finish in 4th. Right there, I went 1-3-2.
What do the track builders do about wet soil?
With wet dirt, you've got to mix in some lime to dry it out. It helps, but the riders know it's still going to get pretty rough.
5 laps to go. Number 3, Mike LaRocco, is the current leader.
He's in good shape this year. Looks healthy, confident, very relaxed.
I've been able to drop.
These riders thinking when they trim their line through the rhythm section.
Well, most riders can just look at these sections and figure out the fastest timing through. There's usually a faster way that not everyone has the confidence to attempt. The idea is to jump through the faster timing as possible, so in one jump slows you down.
Henry showing off to the crowd there. Mike LaRocco still leading.
Got about 4 laps to go.
David Bailey, the riders really get to show off some style up there.
The riders are basically entertainers. Fans want to see a good show, and some riders are more conscious of that than others.
Coming up on Lamson. Who I played as for my 6th race.
Robbie Rainey gets him going with his trademark.
And since I didn't mention this before, I did play as Mike LaRocco for Damon Huffman for my 4th race from Atlanta, the one that Damon won in 1997.
To a fan new to Supercross, David, they might be saying, what's with these stunts?
They might be saying that, Art, but they love it. It's something completely separate from the race. It puts everyone in a good mood, the riders, the spectators, because it's just so much fun.
Our leader, LaRocco, around again, still looking relaxed and smooth.
He looks solid.
A stylish move by Greg Albertyn.
Of course, originally this race was on ABC.
Oh, there's a spectacular move by John Dowd. That's what he's known for. There's a problem for Greg Albertyn.
Greg Albertyn's strength is also his weakness. His aggressiveness a lot of times gets him in over his head.
Whoa, they're loving it. Doug Henry gives his fans quite a show.
Better not be looking to celebrate here. I still got some laps to go.
2 laps to go. The Rocket looking strong.
Mike LaRocco is much more confident on his equipment now. He's jumping things now he wouldn't have considered last year.
Of course, in 2006, Mike LaRocco would hang up his helmet after a practice crash at this race.
Showing off a bit.
Was showing off at all. But I must say this, I have not had a chance to say this yet.
John Dowd bringing the crowd alive with another of his patented stunts.
That's not what I had in mind. But so many times,
Team is moving up through the field.
I have compared Mike LaRocco. Oh,
Sometimes you just have to make contact.
took out Dowd. I've compared Mike LaRocco to game show host Bob Barker, who refuses to go away.
Number 3, Mike LaRocco. Looks like he's going to make this his race from pole shot to flag.
Number 3, Mike LaRocco. He's really having a great race.
As I watch, it's now midnight on Friday, December 24th, 2010, Christmas Eve.
Albertyn makes a move on Doug Henry and takes 3rd place.
I tell you,
Move on the part of Greg Albertyn.
gutsy move on Greg Albertyn.
4th place.
Henry drops to 4th. Oh boy, I'm getting challenged.
Robbie Rayner got a wheel in on the Rocket. A little contact, but that's racing.
And Brainerd is sitting in 2nd. So I can't afford to relax.
Albertyn is making his move.
I tell you, Raynard is really keeping me honest.
Mike LaRocco getting the hole shot and going all the way to the checkered flag.
So unfortunately, that went a waste. But fortunately, I did win the race. Whoop.
The winner of the main event, Mike LaRocco.
You just don't see the kind of racing we saw here tonight outside
Whoa.
of the Supercross.
Albertyn comes through in 3rd. Doug Henry finishes in 4th. So the 3 guys on the podium are LaRocco, Raynard, and Albertyn. Of course, since I didn't get a chance to complete my sentence, I've been telling, and John Sebastian Waugh comes through for 5th. I was saying about LaRocco, I always would say that Mike LaRocco reminds me a lot of Bob Barker on The Price is Right. The guy refused to go away from the sport. Then in 2004 he went Supercross only. And then in 06, after a practice crash, he calls it a career. Pichon comes through for 6th, Lamson in 7th, and John Dowd finishes in 8th. We're still waiting on 9th to come by. Damon Huffman comes through in 9th, so Brian Deegan will get 10th, and there are your results. So LaRocco, Raynard, Albertyn, the top 3. Henry and Ward round out the top 5. Pichon holding nicely in 6th. Lamson finishes 7th. John Dowd 8th. Huffman and Deegan the top 10. And I'll see you guys for race number 11. See you later.